Okay, so here's a design review of the quick attach plate and what we want to do for the universal rotor. So this existing quick attach plate has a lever right here. That's what we do, and basically you latch an implement in. So this is a LifeTrack standard. We're considering going to a Bobcat standard from here, and the next project for this is making a quick connect plate for the universal rotor. Now the universal rotor, right now what we're thinking is taking the same rotor as we have on the wheels. So that's the whole wheel unit. It's a rotor unit that drives the wheels. We want to put that on a front loader as a module for augering, for trenching, and other applications. So the question is, how do you mount a frame, which would basically be a frame of 4x4 tubing, some kind of a quick attachment on the front that would allow you to mount the motor assembly in the horizontal and vertical position. So using still the same kind of attachment point where we have a lever, this lever that locks the wheel in, and these two bolts, one here and one there, where this assembly fits around two tubes of 4x4 inch. The span here is 12 inches across. This is a 4-inch space. And here we have these stops that we welded on either side so that the wheel unit slides in and out and doesn't move back to the side.
And then you also talked about, is there a way to get the motor mounted inside the cavity?
There's another thing here. So the way we're using these hydraulic motors is we're getting off-the-shelf wheel couplers, which are tapered shaft couplers, and they're pretty awkward right now. They're about probably 8 inches longer than they need to be, and we've got the double chain coupler on them connecting to them. But if we make a single tapered coupler directly to a double sprocket chain coupler, that'll be easier. We could save about 6 inches or so, 6 or 8 inches of length in the entire wheel unit. And also we want to make this motor be modularly replaceable so that the same universal auger assembly will be able to accept all kinds of different motors, from slow ones, which are these, which are about 100 RPM, to ones that could go up to 1,000 RPM or 3,000 RPM for different applications, from heavy-duty string trimmer to augering applications. But that's the basic design of the universal auger, and that is to allow you to use whatever kind of motor on the same motor, the universal auger assembly. And the universal auger can have any type of attachment placed on an auger, from a honey extractor, which we did a few years ago, to augers, to string trimmers, to trenchers, everything else that requires a rotor. So that's about.
What's the summary of the products that we need? We need the.
So the summary is we need a.
Standard.
Yeah, right now we're considering going to a Bobcat standard instead of the LifeTrack standard, going to Bobcat, since we then have access to many, many more implements that people already have. And on that, if we use the Bobcat standard, we need an interface plate.
For two orientations of mounting.
Yeah, for two orientations of mounting the universal auger assembly. And we can get creative on that. We can also, another question would be, do we want to get more robust with that design and make it an attachment point for other implements, such as which we just did, the keyline plow, or other implements. So make a more universal interface attachment plate that can not only accept the universal auger, but many other agricultural implements. Perhaps we might want to mount the hay mower, the sickle bar on that as well, or other implements. So for now, the simplest one-use type of a thing is a dedicated mount for the universal auger. If we extend its length, then you can mount longer or wider agricultural implements there as well. So that's about a summary of that. Okay.